Hi and welcome to Rewire the Mind, the channel for everything to do with therapy, well-being and wellness. And today I want to talk to you about your subconscious, and in particular talking to your subconscious mind before bed. Now, working as a clinical hypnotherapist is sort of giving me a really unique insight into how powerful your subconscious mind can be, either helping you to succeed, which is fantastic, or dragging you down with negative thoughts. But did you know that if you talk to your subconscious mind, whether it's before bed or even at other times, you have the potential to change your life? And I really mean that. As a hypnotherapist, I have seen people being transformed by getting their subconscious on board with their goals rather than fighting against it all the time. Learning to make your subconscious mind work for you and not against you is a form of mental reprogramming. Anyone can do this with a little effort. And I'm going to talk about some of the proven techniques that have the ability to help you positively change your future. So what exactly is the subconscious mind and how is it affecting the way you live your life? Well, the subconscious is a part of our minds that's hidden from our general awareness. And most of the time we're not even aware it's even there, but it has a huge influence over our actions and our feelings. The subconscious mind is a part of our brain that holds our memories, our skills, previous experiences, belief systems, and they're running automatically in the background of your mind without you even being aware of it. Now, a perfect example that I always give to my clients is that of tying a shoelace. When you first learnt to do this at a young age, it would have taken you maybe ages to master the skill. But when you eventually learned how to do it, now all you have to do is place the shoes on your feet and you automatically know how to tie the laces without getting your conscious mind involved at all. Whilst the subconscious mind can be great at helping us to succeed, as we've seen there, you master a skill and then you just do it time and time again, we often hear our clients say things like, "My mind is working against me." So that means that even though their conscious mind may want to eat less or drink less, be less anxious and so on, another part of their mind is doing the opposite of what they want. This isn't because there's some strange force out there making them do it. It's because the subconscious has learned a lesson from your past, stored it away and continued to run it even though it's no longer relevant, and it's probably working on information often that you learned as a child. It's never been updated. So let's imagine that if you were a child and you were being bullied, you probably felt sad and unhappy. And maybe you come home from school and sneak upstairs with some biscuits and comfort eat to make yourself feel better. The subconscious mind learns, hey, eating makes you feel better when you're sad. So guess what it will do the next time and the next time and the next time you feel sad? You've got it, comfort eat. Years later, that person may want to stop comfort eating, but every time they have a bad day at work or a row with their partner, guess what? Out comes the food as a way of coping. The subconscious mind is just running it automatically and doing the opposite of what you want it to do. So what does it mean to reprogram the subconscious? Well, mental reprogramming of subconscious minds is something that we do every day in our hypnosis clinics. We help our clients to gain an awareness of what the old limiting beliefs and thought patterns are, and we assist them with trying to update that automated programming. A great way that can be done is through a thing called regression hypnosis. And all that really means is going back through a client's memories while they're in that nice trance relaxed state to help our clients remember the incidents that maybe shaped their subconscious minds all those years ago. By rationalizing and understanding your beliefs and behaviors, we can help to change the present. So a perfect example again of that is one of our clients who had a fear of flying. And when they were on a plane, their emotions overwhelmed them. They felt anxious, stressed, panicked. But under hypnosis, they remembered that as a child, they were playing in a cupboard and accidentally got locked in it when they were young. Now our client understood that their anxiety was not related to planes, but a fear of being trapped somewhere that they couldn't get out of. And when they had that awareness, it changed their old thinking patterns. And it takes a considerable amount of fear away from them, because they realise now that they were never in any danger as a child, and that planes are not the same as being stuck in a cupboard with a childhood game that had gone wrong. And further therapy could now be aimed at that actual problem. And of course, the flying fear just disappeared away. Regression hypnosis is useful when working as a hypnotherapist, but of course there are other methods that have also got the power to change those old beliefs and help you talk with the subconscious. So what are they? Well, bedtime is the perfect time to access that subconscious part of your mind, to learn more about those hidden thoughts and behaviours, because you're more relaxed in that period just before you fall asleep. You also have fewer daytime distractions, which may prevent you from determining how big a role that subconscious mind plays in your life. At night is the perfect time for you to focus on learning what's going on underneath the surface, so that it begins to permeate into that conscious awareness of yours. And once you have the information in your conscious mind, then you can start to plan ways to alter those negative emotions, thoughts or feelings, so you can alter your present right now, right here. These moments before sleep can prove to be incredibly productive in helping you feel good and assist you with achieving things for a better way of life. So what things can you do to change that subconscious thought patterns or the negative self-talk or behaviours that you have without a hypnotherapist? Well, a great place to start is using self-hypnosis. As with anything in life, you can go for the bespoke treatments. So in other words, working one-to-one with a therapist or hypnotherapist or psychoanalytical therapist to find out what might be going on in the back of your mind. But if you can't afford that or want to try something in a quicker way, then self-hypnosis doesn't require a therapist to work. And it's used by many successful people to send messages to the subconscious to create change. Now, in this case, you're not learning what the subconscious is up to. Instead, you're directing the subconscious in a different direction. So self-hypnosis downloads, audios, guided meditations are filled with suggestions, positive visualizations and affirmations to help you deal with specific problems. They're aimed at changing what the subconscious mind believes by giving the listener alternative ways of reacting or thinking. Using self-hypnosis as a way of using repeated suggestions, and that's the important part, the repetition, to drum home to the subconscious mind to do something that's different. Now, we have subconscious mind self-hypnosis downloads to deal with everything from weight loss to anxiety reduction in our online store. And we ask many of our clients to listen to them at night before they go to sleep, because it's a perfect time of day to use them, because it doesn't disrupt what they're normally doing. And it means that they aren't going to be disturbed and can just allow their minds to drift off while listening to these audios. And with repeated practicing and listening, we can help our clients to sort of imagine a different life and doing things differently. And over time, many of these suggestions begin to stick in our client's mind and consciously get them to act differently during the daytime when they're consciously aware. So that's a great, cheaper way of maybe getting some help. Of course, can a subconscious mind audio help in the same way as a hypnotherapist? Well, of course it can't. And anyone who suggests that it can is lying to you. Of course, having bespoke treatment from a therapist is going to be superior. But as I said, there's a big difference between paying hundreds of pounds to see someone like myself versus paying £10 or however many dollars on an audio. It's worth giving a go. It is a cheap way to seeing if that's enough to shift your thought processes, because for many people that may be all they need. Positive affirmations are another way of instructing your subconscious mind to do something, and you don't even need to have a trance to do it. Use these positive affirmation statements for positive self-talk. And if you go over to our website, you'll see we have affirmations to help with everything from confidence to anxiety reduction. Alternatively, you can buy books full of them. If you go and head over again on our website, we can show you where to get those. In order for a positive affirmation to work, you need to say it with belief and to create a desire for that idea and suggestion to work. And you need to repeatedly practice the affirmations. Those instructions and ideas that you give to yourself will permeate into your subconscious, enabling you to make positive changes more easily. You can say positive affirmations at bedtime, again, because you have no distractions, or another good time is first thing in the morning before you're about to do something. So look up some of the ones that we have on offer and try them. Remember, you can't just expect them to work in a couple of days. You need to be saying them over a course of a couple of months or so, and that's when you may start to see a real difference. Talking to your subconscious mind before bed can also be done through journaling your thoughts and your feelings. Now, journaling at bedtime is a great way of helping you to focus on your conscious mind's behaviours and thoughts and feelings. And then by reflection, this is the important part, you can start to examine the emotions and the actions that you took in your life and start to look for answers as to why you may be reacting in certain ways. And that can help you then create change. Now, when we say journaling, this is not like writing a story or writing a diary. This is more just writing down the random thoughts and feelings that pop into your mind. When you do this, your mind is presenting you with stuff that's just underneath the surface of your conscious awareness. And you can start to then look at why that might be relevant to why you've got issues today. We always get our clients to examine connections between thoughts, as usually there's a common thread that runs between their thoughts and feelings, and we can link them together that helps us understand why they might have an underlying problem. If you look up the term shadow work journal, you can get more ideas of the kind of journals that you can use for this shadow work, as it were, to get to that hidden part of your mind. Meditation is another way that you can talk to your subconscious mind. Using meditation before bedtime can help you to examine your thoughts that enter into your imagination, and they can give you an insight into how your mind is working. Now, we suggest that with meditation, you try and stay impartial from your thoughts. Allow random thoughts to flow into your mind, and at the end of the meditation, just write them down before you fall asleep. In the morning, you can examine those random thoughts, and they may give you clues as to what's going on in your subconscious mind. When your thoughts are then parked on paper, you can, one, sleep more easily, so that's much better before you go to bed. Plus, the meditation itself is going to be relaxing, and the following morning you can look and see if there are any negative thought patterns or beliefs or things that are there that are, let's say, interfering with what you want in your life, or interfering with your goals. And finally, talking to your subconscious mind before bed doesn't even have to involve words at all. Instead, the power of your imagination to direct your thoughts to do things differently can also be highly important. When you imagine more positive outcomes and look for answers instead of problems, you create better mental programming. Visualization is one of those things. It allows you to see things differently. It directs your subconscious mind to do the same. Repeated positive visualization can make a difference and change your life. Now, if you don't believe me and you're skeptical about how this can help, then I want you to look at it from a different angle. Most famous sports people on this planet now use this as one of their methods for success. If you're, I don't know, Andy Murray and you're in the tennis, you're visualizing how you're going to hit the ball, where it's going to hit on the line, how hard it's going to hit. You're visualizing you doing an ace and beating the opponent. And the more you visualize that, the more you're creating that positive mindset for it to happen. And with practice, it obviously helps, because otherwise these elite sports people and sports teams wouldn't be using it. They don't do it for no reason. They know that by rehearsing positive outcomes in their imagination, it can change their results in the here and now and in their reality. you can do the same. So imagine now, I don't know, how you're going to go about making more money, or how you're going to get that job interview, and start to look at it from positive angles and visualize yourself, I don't know, talking confidently in the job interview, or I don't know, doing a side hustle to make more money. Mentally rehearse and plan what you're going to do next in your life, and then turn those thoughts into your reality. And as you're visualizing, you're sending those messages back to the subconscious about what you want to happen and trying to get it on board with you. Remember, you're trying to get it to work with you, not against you. Just remember that talking to that subconscious mind is something that has to be done consistently, and we're all going to have stumbling blocks that come up time and time again. And if we use that powerful part of our mind, that precious time before we go to sleep, it can help us to overcome some of these things more easily and help us stay on track. Remember, you're a work in progress, we all are, and taking the effort to help yourself find better ways of doing something is going to be something that's going to help you. And that consistency is going to help you to change course where necessary, which is fine. And that's going to make a big difference to your mental health and happiness. Now, for more information about things of how you can harness the power of your mind and things you can do to create more positive outcomes for yourself, head on over to our website, rewirethemind.com, and you'll see we have blogs, courses, downloads, and a lot more that you can use to help shape your life.